Feiglin was also the deputy speaker of the Knesset, during which time he helped our friends here from the Copper Scroll Project to bring the gold scanner into all of these places that usual Israeli citizens are not allowed access to. So thanks to his helping of Mr. Barfield, you guys were able to come up with some of that amazing discoveries. So Mr. Feiglin, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation. And yes, it was quite an experience with the Copper Scroll. Whoever knows the story, it was an adventure. Our subject is the connection between Temple Mount and politics, right? That's the reason why I'm here. Well, I think the best quote to start with is the famous quote of the very famous poet, Uri Tzvi Greenberg, who said in Hebrew first, "Hasholet bahar, sholet ba'aretz." The one who controls the mountain, controls the whole land. So when we're talking about control, we're talking about sovereignty, we're talking about politics, it's obvious the connection between the Temple Mount, and obvious we're talking about sovereignty. We're talking about Jewish sovereignty over the promised land, the land that was promised to the people of Israel, the descendants of Abraham, Jacob, with Isaac and Jacob, by our Father in heaven. Our Father, as it says in the Torah, "Banim atem la'Hashem Elokechem," you are the sons of God. The way God look at us, the Jews, he looks at us as his own children. And when we turn our back to the house of God, Har Habayit, the Temple Mount, the real translation is the temple of the house, Har Habayit. It's the house of God, the place where God touches the earth, the place where spirituality and physics and metaphysics connect and create life. That's the place of the Temple Mount. And the place it is today is the only place. Do not mistake about it. That's the place, that's the real mountain, that's the real place where we, the Jewish people, the Jews, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will rebuild the temple. God willing, as soon as can be. And all the people on earth, from all religions in the past, who will help this whole process happen, will be on the blessed side. As God told Abraham, those who bless you will be blessed, and those who curse you will be cursed. Those who will help us, the Jews, fulfill our mission in the world, spread this amazing name of God, an amazing concept of the King of all kings control the world from his palace on the Temple Mount, will be blessed. Those who won't help us, well, obviously will be cursed. That is obvious. Now, the question is, if it's so simple that the one who controls the mountain controls the land, then why don't we control the mountain? God gave it to us just 50 years ago with tons of miracles. The truth of the matter is that God gave it to us, to the Jews, to the people of Israel, to the state of Israel, to the army of Israel, against our will. That's the truth. The young Israeli IDF in 1948 already liberated Jerusalem and liberated the Jewish quarter, okay, in Jerusalem in 1948 already. Those who know the history know what I'm talking about. And withdrew after 24 hours and left the old city to be taken by the Jordanians in 48 already. In 1967, the Israeli government did not want the Temple Mount, did not want to liberate Jerusalem, did whatever it could not to liberate Jerusalem. And again, that's the true and painful history. And after it was forced on us by God, okay? There's no other way to understand what happened there. After it was forced on us, Moshe Dayan ran and gave the keys to the Temple Mount back to the Arabs, to the Muslim wives. Why? Why? And just recently, when the Arabs on the Temple Mount killed 2 Israeli soldiers, excuse me, 2 Israeli policemen, Benjamin Netanyahu put metal detectors on the Temple Mount. I'm sure that we all remember, right? What was the reaction of the Arabs, of the Muslims? They're rioting, but they need something else besides rioting. Rioting, I believe the Israeli police and Mishmar will know how to deal with. They did something else, much more problematic. What? Boycott the Temple Mount. True. They said, if you don't take off the sign of sovereignty, the metal detectors, who you have to, not everybody can understand why you put metal detectors after they killed two policemen, right? We had the legitimacy from all the world to do that, at least that. But for them it's a sign of sovereignty, and therefore we're not going to the Temple Mount, we the Arabs not going to the Temple Mount as long as you don't take them off. And what happened? Benjamin Netanyahu took it off. No. I was there on the Temple Mount, by the way, at that time, when they did not go. It was amazing. It was my best ever going to Temple Mount. But hey, why? You don't want to go there. Don't go. The point is that Benjamin Netanyahu, and I'm not blaming just him, as I said before, it's Zionism from day one. Do not want Jerusalem. At least the old Jerusalem. The message of Jerusalem, the incredible spiritual message of Jerusalem is too big, as they say, on the secular side. And we have to march, and we're marching into a new stage of this day. We're pouring the spiritual meaning into the on the old foundations of old Zionism. This is what Zehut is all about. It's all about Zehut. Zehut means identity, who we are. But let me tell you who we are. We are the Jewish nations, and as I say again and again, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's genetic. It's us. And of course, those who participate, as I call it, the club. Okay? The club of the Jews, this very special small club of the Jews, according to the rules of that club. You can't join a club and make your own rules. It doesn't work this way. Okay? But when I'm talking about the Jews, when I'm talking about the people of Israel, I'm talking about the old explanation, well-known explanation of who the people of Israel are and who the Jews are. Make no mistakes. I don't want to disappoint no one here, but I don't want to mix up no one here. This is what we're talking about. The land of Israel belongs to the people of Israel and to the people of Israel only. Just when the Jews will connect back to their identity, only the Jews, as I explained, connect back to their identity and realize that they have this incredible message to spread the word of freedom, the word of God, to the entire world from Israel as a nation, as a state. That's when the whole world will be blessed. By trying to run away from our identity, we decided, and because we did not want Jerusalem, we decided that Jerusalem is the city of all religions, all three religions. But let me tell you something. This is not true. This is a lie. Just as Mecca is not my city because I'm Jewish, just as, I don't know, the Vatican is not my city because I'm Jewish, Jerusalem do not belong not to the Muslims, not to the Christians, not to anyone else, just to the sons of God. As I defined before, just to the sons of God. Jerusalem, and definitely the Temple Mount. And I call all of you to realize that and to be blessed by helping this process with no mistake who identity belongs to who. Help the real Jews be the only ones who control Jerusalem, who control the Temple Mount, rebuild their temple, and spread their amazing message to the entire world. Thank you very much.